Mic check, right? And we're live, no feedback today, so let's get to it. Alright, let's go see what the market has for us today. I feel like this volume is a little bit low, so I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna turn down the music. I think that's fine. Let's go see what the markets have for us. And we are ready to go. Okie doke. Thank you, Jesus, for this amazing opportunity to be here in front of the charts. We pray for wisdom. Amen. Okie doke. I'm gonna turn up the volume just a little bit. All right. So let's this was a message I left last week. So I have like 18 minutes to the new candle open. So I'm gonna just go straight to I'll go straight to what? Top down analysis real quick. I think this is shenanigans that I had on Friday. And I did not journal the trade I took. It was a small trade anyway, but still needs to be journaled. Why are these not in a group? So I do group this, so when I come back to journal my trades, I have everything there. So I just want us to start on a clean state, clean slate. So we'll figure out Friday's trade over there. This is not in a group, is it? This needs to be in a group. Alright, so everything has been grouped. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of those EMAs for now. So let's go see. So I do have two sides here. Same provider. But I like to keep this analysis from the one now going up, and then anything below now we can deal on this side. So let's mock up our charts on this side. Let's start with the monthly. Let's just see what it looks like. The monthly has been shaved off. We just crossed that previous month low right there. So wow, 2,500 of bearish movement just reversed right there. I hope I do have previous month low. If not, I'm gonna add it today. What am I doing, man? And I think the volume is a little bit high, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, just right there, and then I'll try to stay as close to the mic as I can. So I'm going to save this one. Let me see how others are saved. Previous week low, so we're just gonna do previous month low. So that's saved, and then I'm gonna do previous month high just to have that level in there. Save us. Previous month high. Do you want to replace it? Okay, so now we should have previous, wait a minute, previous month low. So we don't have previous month high, do we? What am I doing here? PWLPMH. That should have been renamed. So previous month low, previous week. Mm, mm. Okay, I am confusing myself here. What am I doing? We do not have so previous week high here is reading as previous month low. So let's change that to previous week low. So we'll save us. Damn. Okay, let's just start this thing over. I don't know what's going on here. So if I do previous week low, that's okay. Then if I do previous week high, it now is previous month high. That needs to be changed to previous week high, right? So then we're gonna do save us previous week high, which is saying something else. Say yes, and now that should be fixed. Previous week low, previous week high. Let me make sure previous month high is okay. Previous month low, that's okay. So what I want to do is save previous month high. Then I'm gonna do save us. So this one we have to type again previous previous month high. There we go. So now we have PMH just in case we need it, and we have previous month. They should be together. Previous month low. Where's previous month high? Oh, it should be prev. Bro. Okay, so let's do this. Save us. Previous month high. Okay. So did that replace? I don't think so. So save us. Okay, so it's already there. I just didn't see it. Previous month high, previous month low. So then we can get rid of this one. So we have those covered. Okay, let's go down to the weekly. This is this week's candle. Hey, no, huh? Oh, it's right here. Okay, previous week high. I don't need to mark that. Maybe I could mark the last week's closing price, but looking at this, we are still in between. I don't like it when, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. But this in between range, in between weeks, in between whatever. Anyway, let's go see what the daily looks like. I don't know where to anchor the previous month low. I don't know why it's just floating by itself. So it could be anchored within the second previous week. Yep. Okay, looks like we do have an opening gap over there, and we are actually currently inside. So it would look like this, where we did close, but this is Sunday, Friday, and I don't have the Sunday. I don't have data for yesterday, so it's all good. We could just work with what we have. So I'll just skip previous day high, unless we want to work with previous Friday high and low, which could be a thing too. So let's just do it right there. We'll do Friday high, that high, and that'll be Friday low right there. What am I seeing here? That gap, we traded up and down, so that's balanced. That imbalance over there in this favor, the gap up and down was balanced. So probably we have this imbalance here. Maybe it's trying to work its way down. At some point this was bullish, and then we came down, and now the bearishness has been shaved off. Okie doke. Let's go down to the 4-hour. So we do have this fair value gap. We kept on talking about it last week. There's a small portion left, and that's what I'm gonna just focus on right there. I'm gonna have this just right there, just in case we, I don't know, decide we want to go up. That could be a target over there. Inside. Then I want this in blue. My guy, I want you in blue. But the text would stay in black. Now looking at this already, I can see that we do have, see this imbalance over here. Probably, maybe we wanna, I've been watching Roger Banks a little bit. I was about to say maybe we want to fill this week. But the current candle is bullish. The current 4-hour looks bullish. That's a swing low. So are we likely to be bearish? Look what we have down here. We have that sort of an imbalance over there. 4 hours. And those blue, they're kind of too sharp for me. I'll take them. Where's the other one? Doesn't have to be too obvious on my screen. Okay, so those are if we decide on the next candle that we want to keep going down, then that low and ultimately in that gap right there could be a target, right? We don't know. We just don't know. Again, unfinished business over here. This gap was not completely closed, so that's another whatever. I'm thinking of saving this and maybe using them tomorrow if we don't get here, or just study, see what price is doing at those levels. Again, this is a could I call this a breakout? I don't think so, but it has offered support right there. So that could be a target too, just below this low over here. Looks like a nice target. I'm gonna have that in green. That will let me know that's a 4-hour low. So I don't have to have this marked. So that right there looks good. So I think we've exhausted the 4-hour. I'm going to go to the I'll just do like a old 4-hour low. Old 4-hour low. Now is that an O or a 0? That could be together too, that's okay. Six minutes to the new candle open. Okay, let's see what that one looks like. This is a good vibe here. We do have this down candle, or even this one. Price went up, took that liquidity. But then again, look what we have here. Unfinished. We have like a 1 hour something there. I'm interested in that. See what that will bring us. 1 hour. So if this was to fail, then I would like to see what we'll see here. But the best case will be if we get up here. I think that will give us a nice bounce back. So maybe we could see if we can get a setup to get us up here. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Again, we have this inverted 1 hour right here. Bodies support short down. Bodies are being kept inside, as you can see over there. So that looks like a nice resistance zone too, to send price to the downside. Now do I really want to mess with that? I don't know, because we do have these down candles here, right there. paired with the fair value gap. Now if we do keep coming up, I'd like to see if we're gonna bounce off of that and get to up to this level and maybe ultimately up there. But this like right here looks like a setup to keep going down. I'm gonna leave that there just to study what happens around this zone over here. If we do get some support and some bounce off of this level to the downside, if that happens, then this right here could be a target. That gap that should form. That's gonna be a fair value gap in 4 minutes, unless we just trade down so fast. So we will get a setup here, then that's a target, and maybe see if we can keep coming down. So let me see what the 30-minute looks like. That's a clear down candle over there. I like it much better. Down series of this is a good setup here. Down, we went up, short down, we have an inverse, and after we short down, we came back to that inverse 30-minute over there, inverted fair value gap, and then we short down, and then we have this fair value gap here, so which is paired with the 1 hour break. So this looks like a good bounce zone to keep going down, right? So if we do get something from this, whatever, I will take a shot. So this looks like a strong support zone, resistance zone over here. If that fails, then we are watching to see if we can get to this level and then maybe bounce from that level and get up here. The daily is once bullish, then bearish, and now the bearish momentum is being shaved off. And then from a daily scale, we do have those equal highs over there, double tops. That is, which is also the previous week high, right? Okay doke. So 2 minutes to that candle closure. Let's get ready, see if we can get any action here. 15 minutes. Okay, inverted fair value gap, a series of series of down candles. We went up straight, boom. So on the 15-minute, we can see that move quite well, down up paired with the fair value gap, and then we short down. So we come into maybe retest this area and then keep going down. I don't know. Looking at the 5-minute, we do have some interesting zones here too. That little bit of 5-minute gap over there, and another one here, and this up here is untouched, very much untouched. Okay, we'll see how that goes. So let's go back to the 1 hour, and we'll study, see how that goes. We'll see how that works. So here, let's go down to the 1 minute. So this is gonna be the previous 1 hour low right there, and anytime from now, I think that's gonna be the previous 1 hour high, or rather it's now current, but the 12 p.m. candle is about to open. So looking at this, I like, oh wait a minute, we are way up here. It would be nice if we came down into this pool and then shot up. So there we are. Let's look at what the EMAs are looking like. Oh yeah. What is the story here? 50 is just below 200. We do have a trend line right there. Another one right there. that we currently just broke above, but 50 is below 200, so I am not clear. So let's just wait and see if anything forms. We're still early in the hour. Let's be patient here, see what they want to do. So do I have an idea? Yes, this is kind of I'm up like what, 25k in a month. Demo trading. So I don't have any of those levels on the left side, and I think I'll keep it. I think that's much better if I'm not seeing anything on this side. So now I can focus maybe on smaller PD arrays on this side. Maybe. But I need to see that 1 hour high and low though. I need to see that on this side. Or not. And probably with this way I can have cleaner charts, right? I need to see that 1 hour. Anyway, I need to see that on this side. Previous 1 hour high. The previous 1 hour low. Now, if we can leave, what's that? If we can leave those highs, come down to this pool over here, man, that would be nice, and then come back into this range and shoot up. That would be golden. I'm looking at this 5-minute fair value gap over here. It looks interesting. We do have another one here too. We just have those levels over there. And another one in here. So all these are zones to enter a trade, but so what's gonna happen here? That's the 1 hour down candle. We shot up, came down, broke break a structure down here. So would it be nice if 50 stays below 200, come up here and then come down, retest, and then if I see this play, then once we get here, I'm gonna break even, because this looks like a nice bounce zone for price to keep on going up, and then maybe re-enter if we cross it to keep going down further, or just break even and then leave it alone, and hopefully we can come here and enter into this pool over here, which I need to mark. Alright, let's go back to the 1 minute. See how this looks like from this side. 50 is above 200 on the 1 minute. We're not even touching 50, right? So that looks bearish. Bullish. I still have to see my entry setup, otherwise I am not messing with nothing. So where is it going? So we are currently touching this down candle here, up candle here, the open price. So if we do come down and cross, just if we do it right now and close below these down candles here, I'm willing to take a trade to the downside, but we are too bullish, man. So let's just wait and see. I'm curious. Let me see what these other guys are doing. Come here. Symbol intervals. No, just symbols is okay. US 30. Ooh wee. US 30 is going all the way up. So they just crossed 50. Yeah, that's just the same price action, man. Equal highs right there, like relative equal highs. 1 minute looks good. US 500. What happened? This side was clean. Why we? I don't know how the drawings came from this side to this side. This wasn't marked, so what's this stubborn? How did that happen? Control Z, Control Z. Can we just go back to where we are? So I'm just hitting Control Z, hopefully. Okay. So I don't know how the drawings transposed to this side. That wasn't supposed to happen. Because I thought unless you have this icon on the left here marked, that's when the drawings sync. It's all good anyway. So we are very much bullish here. We are very much bullish. Mm. 630 was where? Here. So probably this would have been a loss. But then we have trend line here. 50 crosses, boom, entry. Okay, so now we did dive into that 15-minute whatever right there. So I want to get rid of this, not really get rid, but I want to push it to the side a little bit. We now know that we are in a supposedly 1 hour order breaker right there, right? This series of down candles, we short up and then we short down, so boom boom boom. Okay, so 30 minutes. I think that could be a bug, man, because that could be a bug on TradingView side. So I'll just have that marked over there. So what do we have here? 30-minute inverted, whatever. So I'm gonna just have you on the side too. No, it's okay, you can stay there. So best case is maybe get maybe to this 5-minute here. Maybe that might be just fine. But the best would be even this one up here. So we do know that's a 30-minute. I'll get rid of this. And what was this? Unnamed. What's that? So just about to close our 15-minute gap right there. No, not just about, but if we do get into this 5-minute gap here and we start retracing, I want to mess with that. So we do have 2 of them here, one and this one. We are too bullish, man. We're just shooting up. So maybe shoot for 1:1 today if we really have to take a shot. Or just keep waiting. We'll just keep waiting. One hour, another one here, so I'll stop. I'm gonna just delete those. Boom, boom. That would be a nice place to take along if we get here and shoot up. Yeah, we have to at least get to this high for me to take a shot. If I don't see that, I'm not going to mess with this trade. For example, if we keep going down, that right there is a potentially nice trade, but I am skeptical not to. I won't take it, because if we do come and close below here, that should be a retest zone to keep going down further. But I need us to at least come here. This is nice. There's a small fair value gap right there that can be inverted if we close below it, right? The thing is, if I do enter this trade and then I'm taken out, then I'll beat myself. I'm like, bruh, you should have waited. So, but that looks good. Oof. You could have done enough damage, man. Right? Already traded to that 15-minute gap. I can't take this trade. We should have entered here at least. Oh, that's good. So this is how it should look like. And then ultimately down to this low. Of course, taking partials when we get here. But me cannot take that trade. Oh, it's okay. So that will be my entry and my stop loss up here. But for the fact that we didn't get to like a point of interest for me, I'm not comfortable taking that trade. That would be an entry, but to me that's still low probability. But let's just study, see how it looks like. We do have that inverted fair value gap over there. I just want to see what will happen. And then we do have this fair value gap here. Yeah, to me it's not as strong. I think that we could have reached at least to that 5-minute gap over here. It might still work, but it might still work, and so far it's working. So we will be in 0.5 hour. So if I did take this trade, I'll take a partial here, and then I'll take another partial down here, if not close the whole trade. I just wasn't comfortable because I needed us to get at least to that bounce zone up there. But looking on a higher time frame, we are inside a 15 gap, so probably that's enough. The thing is, again, if I take this trade and it loses, and then it gets to here and then now walks, bruh, yeah, I don't like the feeling after that. So I'm willing to lose that. That's okay. I'd rather deal with that than take a loss and then see trade go my way. Yeah. So we do have a breaker there, and then an inverted fair value gap and a fair value gap right there. So yep. Now if that was my entry zone, right, if we do go against it, that could be a support zone too for some targets to the upside, right? I'm curious, what are these other guys doing? Same thing with US 500. Let's see if US 30 also has the same. Yep, same setup with US 32. US 30, look at that, down, up, down, inverted fair value gap right there, and it's fair value gap here. That's pretty much what you want to see, and we're shooting down, but I need the conditions to be just fine, otherwise it's a trap like any other. Did we just do 1:1? Just about 0.84. And if your stop loss was, you know, aggressive, then yeah, 1 point, you did done 1 hour already. I can't handle this though. Imagine if price just comes up, it weaks you a week, and then anyway, we are still growing. Okay, I'm going to delete those levels, but we have them in mind, so I'll just leave the breaker. Yeah, that looks much better. It's not an office. So 9 minutes to 12:30. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I? US 100. Let me see what these guys are still doing. Oh, yeah, that was not a very strong zone, man. Gold. USD JPY. What are you doing? Ooh, 750. Okay, let's focus here, man. Let's keep our focus. Why is it not going away? Come on. Oh. So that 1 hour is really being shit. No, really, it doesn't look like it on the. Are these guys just gonna allow to be shaved off completely? I don't think so. I think they put a fight. Well, maybe that's what I want to see. 5 minute order block confirmed over there. I'm still not convinced. $50 just above 200 on the 5 minute. 50 is below. On the 15 minute, 50 is above. On the 1 hour, 50 is above. 4 hour below. Daily below. The 30 minute above. 15 minute above. 5 minute above below. But the 1 hour above. 4 hour below. Daily below. Retesting that breaker again. So we do have this up candle and a series of down candles, and then now we're shooting back up. So I'm thinking maybe you can take a small scalp. Once we close above that breaker, then you know this whole whatever is low probability, and then maybe have like a stop loss maybe down there. Once we get to this 5 minute, we can break even and then see if we can keep on going up further. But then again, if that loses, I'll beat myself because I don't have that in my plan. So let's just keep chilling until something clear forms. Oh, this is the boring part, man. It's the least you could do. Thanks. Touch. Nice. Breakout. Go to the downside. Whoa. I'm just gonna watch my setup go without me. It's not mine, but 4 minutes to 12:30. Maybe I should have done like a 0.25% risk, just in case it works. Yeah. It's okay. US 500 could care less, man. It is gone. US 30 looking good too. A lot of liquidity down here. US 500 probably walking towards that fair value gap over there and then keep going down. What have we seen so far? We've seen 1R, clean 1R. One symmetrical swing of that bounce to the upside. Clean. Nice. First fair value gap, second fair value gap. So maybe in the future, maybe we see such a clean whatever, we can take it and maybe just aim for just one symmetrical, one standard deviation of this move to the upside on the opposite side, right? It's now 12:28. Why am I thinking that we 11, 12. $12.30. Now I'm liking this. I might take a long actually, because we do forming like a nice trend line over there, right? If we do trade below this range and come up and at least cross the high, which is also that trend line break, I don't see why I shouldn't take that trade. And my stop loss just wherever they leave the lowest low to maybe that high, and then see if we can keep going up, right? Because I'm thinking, where are all my drawings? I'm thinking we do have unfinished business up here, and then that short, it's I'm not confident with it. So there we go, it's 12:30. So we just retraced back to 50 cross 200, 50 cross 200. We just have this nice retracement here. Maybe we can come down a little deeper. And this setup is still working out. My best case would be if we can trade below this low and then shoot up. So at the break of this line here, I will take a trade. So once we trade above that swing high over there, if we do, I'll take a trade to the upside. So this setup is looking solid so far, but this is a high resistance, whatever. Oh, come on, what you gonna do now? It just looks like probably maybe they've done enough damage. Five-minute order block confirmation, then going back to the 1 minute. That's right there. We're now looking at 1:2.3. That's okay. One 1.4. Excuse me. So this is a balance zone right here where price is bouncing off of. So maybe they didn't need to get up there. Bouncing off that 15-minute fair value gap. This is 12 to 12.40 right there. Okay, let's just forget about this. I didn't take that trade. That was just hypothetical. So let's just focus on what we want to see. So I'm gonna get rid of that too. So we do have, actually let that breaker be there. That could be of help. If we do trade above it, then that could be support, just as we're using it as we are using it as resistance over here. What are we likely to do it now? Let's study what happens here. Anyway, let's just stick to them rules, man. What our brothers doing? What are our brothers doing? Oh, that trend line is so nice, man. That is so nice, so nice, so nice. Again, US 30 has the same thing right there. You could think of it as a channel too if you want. Just bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down. Staying within the channel. Okay, seems like we just broke above it right there. No. But that one now has been shaved off like nonsense. Yeah, on the time. We're done at the same time. Okay. So we just closed above that trend line. Do I want to take this trade? I'd have waited for this 5-minute candle to close, because I think that break, that 1-minute trendline break, even the 5-minute we do close above this 5-minute opening price, then probably we do have a high probability. So I'm just gonna mark, I will mark that thing over there just to see. Otherwise we could just be fighting a trend that's already been established. So that's the level that I need us to close in the next close above the next 2 minutes. Until then, we are not so sure of the momentum to the upside, of direction to the upside. Gap into the downside now. Poof. So the 5-minute candle closes in the next 1 minute. So the candle after this one, if we do close above the open price, then yeah, I think that long can work. If not, it could be just forcing something that's not gonna work already. So it's kind of looking a little bit hard today, because if we did take that trade, we'll now be just there. I mean, it could still work. So it could be bouncing at 0.7. The high would have seen was 1.4. 5-minute closes in the next, in this minute now, and I think I'm gonna take a buy there. Let me do 2 first, just to see how much I don't want to risk anything over 0.5%. 40, just on the basis of we traded down, forming a nice trend line. We're now just above it. My stop loss will be at this low, and on the basis of we'll have confirmed that 5-minute down candle, so that could be a swing low. So the next candle opens, I don't want it to trade below that low over there. I'll have that in red, so I'll probably put my stop loss down there. Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I mean, let me see how much I'm risking. $40. I'm gonna add a little bit more, at least risk 500. Yep, that's okay. So risking 0.42, that's fine, and then see if we can get up here. Let's see how that goes, bud. Maybe we could even get up here, but if we do get here, I'm gonna take some, I'll take something off. So this trade looks something like this. Stop loss just below this last 5-minute swing low pattern formation, or what do I mean? If this is a swing low, then price shouldn't come below that low, right? If it does, then I don't want nothing to do with that trade, so I might as well just put my stop loss there. If I didn't want to take the full hit, then I can have my stop loss down here, and then once we close below this one, I can, once this low, then I can reduce my risk by half or something of the sort. Okay, let's go down to the 1 minute. I want to see what that would look like. If we close above it, then I might add a little bit more. Not comfortable taking this trade on this other side, so 150, 140. That's a half. Just close to when I'm making an 8-hour shift. Right there, boom. 8 hours of work. Goodness. That's a NASA's 8 hours of work. 400, 350, 400. Let's do where's my whatever. Let's say I'm on overtime. $41 an hour times 8. 328. So overtime right there. Let's say I'm doing 2 shifts a day on overtime. Okay. Oh boy. It's easy to think of it like that when you're winning. What about when you're losing? You're like, oh crap, I just lost 2 days worth of work in 2 minutes. Fair value gap right there. So there's nothing to worry about with that retracement. Unless we close below it, then yeah, you can start worrying a little bit. So this is our breaker, which seems to be acting as resistance. It's now 12:43. There was really no setup for me today, so yep, that's what we're really working on. Just stay disciplined and only take the setup you are comfortable taking, not just trading because you have to. Now, is it that could be SMT, right? Symbol. I'm gonna have US 100 stay on this side, and let's do what have I moved here? Okay, then let's have, I don't need these lines anymore, thank you. Trying to see what is so yeah, I'll have that in a dotted line. Then let's have US 500 here and on the 1 minute. Maybe I should pay for the other whatever too, so I can just see all 3 of them how they're behaving. So they all have that fair value gap. Let's see what they will do with it. Come on. NAS 100 is something I would never mess with. I was just afraid. Now look at this. US 30 is not anywhere near. It's not touching that that fair value gap. So that could be considered SMT. Maybe. But I think we do confirm SMTs after a break of structure, right? Not really after something of the sort. Yep. Wow. So your statue also has touched that fair value gap. All of them have touched that little bit of fair value gap. US 500 has overshot it, but the bodies are still being kept above so far. So seems like today I won't be taking a trade. I mean, I'm already in a trade, but okay. I'm gonna take it back to US 100 here. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. So we did form that swing low, and the fourth candle did go up, but it's been reversed now. So yep, let me just delete that. Make sure we still have clean charts here. Three minutes to 12:50. Yeah, that low is about to be taken out. So we're looking at a 0 point something loss for the day, 0.42. So trendline break my nanos not gonna work today. Yep, $500 out the door. We are still 25k up on this demo trading account. Okay, so that idea did not work. Let's forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. And that is why I do keep myself within some simple few rules. If I don't see that, I am not messing with nothing, cause that was nice, it just didn't work. So what you're trying to say is this setup is good? Bruh. Why is it not here? No. Okay, 1250. So seems like that momentum that comes in will just shoot price down. Yeah, anytime from now. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm still gonna journal this, but I don't know. So we'd now be looking at 1.7, 1.6, 1.74, 1250 in 20 seconds, 19, 18, 17. That could have been my target right there, and then ultimately down here we do have equal lows over there, so nice. Ooh, 1250. 1250 is right there. This is a place I would take a partial, a must, right there. That's already 2.19 or that right there is a must partial take right there. Wow. Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay, so we missed that one. That right there is a must partial if you don't want to close your whole trade. Take up 50%, 80%. Right there, 2.4R. That should secure you at least 2R. And now it's heading to that 1 hour low. Why didn't you just come here, man? Why? Oh, come on. US 500. Oh, oof, they are dropping like it's hot. Okie doke. That would have been a nice trade. Very nice, very nice trade. So could this be why? Because because we price closed here, opened here, so that could have been a gap right there, but it balanced that section over there and then kept on going down. You see price come up to the same range and it didn't need to go up any further. So maybe that's something. I'm gonna journal this and study those that price pattern in future, wherever whatever, see if that has happened before, to where we didn't need to get to appear up like another gap or something up there, if you do have such, because this is a balanced price range over there, and those seems to be what they're called breakaway gaps, right? Or maybe I should have done like maybe at least 0.25%, just in case this didn't work, even just in case it worked, but it's all good. So that would have been like that setup right there is just textbook down candle. We shot up and then came down immediately, breaking that structure over there, leaving a fair value gap, and on this up candle there's a small gap which should have been like support, but it broke down, so it should act as resistance, and we didn't even trade to it. Let me see how far we got with this up candle. Damn. So the high of that candle is also the high of this candle. What's that high? 18938.3, 18938.2, just a few points short, or just one. It's all good, no worries, man. This one has to go in the journal. So I'm just gonna end this stream here. Maybe just wait for 1 p.m. see what happens there. But we did trade above the previous 1 hour high. I was just waiting for us to get to some PD array. So there, your trendline break didn't work today. Wow, this is nice. So we've already seen a potential of 3R. Damn. A potential of 3R. That is nuts. And the previous 1 hour candle is just right there. So there's a high probability to still get to it. Oh, man. 3.3R potential. Very high probability. Now we're gonna sweep that previous 1 hour low. So before I would really beat myself for such a thing, and then what happens is the next trading day or the next trading session, I'll just start aggressively taking such trades, and then I'll lose, you know, just because you missed a nice setup which didn't really meet all your entry conditions. Wow, that would have been a nice trade, man. So a potential of 3.7R, and we're just about to take that low. US 500 just took that low. US 30 also, no, not yet. US 100 just about to. So US 30 is leading. It is leading the pack. No, US 500 is leading the pack. Normally it's usually the second one. Four more minutes to 1 p.m. There we go. We just took that previous 1 hour low, and there's also like a pull. There's a one a 1 hour fair value gap over there, or a 1 hour gap over there. Oh, right there. So that was a really nice one, man. That would have been really epic, honestly. Crap. It's all good. It's all good, and we're still going down. So 4R already. Let me switch to the 5 minute on this side. Yep, the daily candle. Yeah, I just mentioned that, you can't just flip. It's not that easy. So they did bring in a fight. $4.3 potential, man. Let me see if everybody has taken that low. US 30 still hasn't. Potential SMT for a long. Maybe, who knows. An aggressive entry with stops just above that breaker. You'll be looking at 6.94. Just above the fair value gap candle. 4.97. For peace of mind, just above the high. 3.86. Ultimately 4R. We just dived into pretend hours. We're done. We dived into that 1 hour pool over there. Okay, I'm just gonna end this stream here. So that's really something to put in the journals. I really wanted us to get up here. Balanced zone over there. Okay. So let me just put a note here. So in case we see such a thing next time, we can consider balanced. What do I say? Balanced zone, balanced. So I'll do probably because I'm not sure. So probably price did not need to get to. So probably price had done enough. What do I write now? Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. What do I do right now? Balance of probably price. Not enough. Whatever. I just do like a balanced price range. BPR. So probably enough to hold. To hold price lower. Yep. I think that's fair enough. That zone right there. So what I'm gonna do is just probably go back to price and see if we have such things. Anyway, I'm gonna end this stream here. So that was a missed trade. It's all good. I was expecting us to get up here, and then now for me to see that setup, then I would have capitalized on it, but I wasn't sure. Because if I did take that trade and then I failed, then yeah, that would have did something to my psyche. So it's all good. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time. See if we can get something good. So that was Trader Marina, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I'm out.
Oh.